Hello, trends with Octavia lovers. Welcome back. Trust me, we have been missing in action, but we will be back very soon. Like I said, we have some issues here on the channel, so I'm just being a bit careful waiting on YouTube to get that sorted out. But we have a very important conversation to have. And like I said, I've said before on my other live streams, if you've seen them, you know that I said we will be covering a lot of this whole gist here about Cora Obidi'S, the Obidi'S family, how they've been dragged into this hot mess because Cora got married to uh, a very weird human being that won't stop talking, won't stop bashing her online, won't stop dragging her. And this whole thing created a whole chaos online that is still dragging up until this moment that we speak. Now, looking at my thumbnail, I don't even know if YouTube is going to flag because this is a very strong title and the thumbnail. And I did this for a reason. Do you understand? YouTube doesn't necessarily like strong titles and strong thumbnails. You know, when you write the thing the way it is being said, this. But let me quickly say this. If you're here watching this and listening to this, there is one thing I want people to do. There is one thing I want people to take note of. And we need to educate people when people are acting like boo boo the fool online. We need to, one, educate them. And two, we need to bring some people's attention to certain things that is being said. Now, I always say this, you being a content creator, I've not even checked the sound of this, of our live stream, but I'll do that in a second because I'm really fired up. I'm pissed off and I'm just tired of the nonsense. I'm tired of this narrative that idiots come. I'm trying to be professional with this, but I can't stop cussing because I am disgusted seeing an old woman, a woman of that age with absolutely no brain. It is annoying. Do you understand? And the fact that she screams on top of her lungs, acting like every other person is silly and she needs to get all the accolade, but she cannot differentiate between creating the content and you defaming someone, you making allegations and making accusations that you don't have evidence. Throughout your presentation, you did not present nothing that proved to us that these people are guilty of what you said. Just as you see my title, that is exactly, I have jotted down, I had a few minutes this morning after taking the kids to school and doing one or two. I had a few minutes and I went to YouTube. I said, let me check because I'm covering another story on Entertainment Daily about politicians and things like that, politics, politicians, and sexual harassment and stuff like that. So, I was just trying to see if a new update because I was live around 12 midnight, 1 a.m. yesterday. So I promised I was going to come back today to surf around to see if there are more updates we cover. So while I was surfing for that content, this person's video popped up. I don't even know who this person is. I don't know her name, but I don't know why of recent this today is the third time YouTube suggests that woman's content. I'm not subscribed to that channel. I've not been following that channel, so I don't know. There are other people that you just want to listen to their stupidity, like the long mouth in the UK. We just want to hear her fool herself. I can understand the YouTube, but this particular one, I don't know why her content is being suggested. And the kind of things that I heard coming out from her mouth is baffling. I have noted some of these things. I took my time to listen to her sorry ass for 18 minutes. 18 minutes of her spewing BS, complete BS. I took this down, listened to her, and I jotted down her words. So some of you don't have to go look for her. I will describe her when I start this live streaming proper. I just want to rant a little bit in the beginning to just get some things off my chest before we go into this because I'm trying my best to be professional and presenting. Look, let me tell people one thing. Don't just jump into social media and say, oh, I want to be a celebrity gist reaction person. I do reaction videos and do that, and I do this and I do that. And idiots with no brains are the first ones to tell you that they've been to universities, they've studied, they've learned, they've this, they've that. They have several degrees, they have several. If you're a mumu, you're a mumu. If you like, go to Cambridge, Oxford, and the best of the best of the best universities. If you're a stupid person with no wisdom, you have no wisdom. You might have just been to that university to acquire a particular degree, and that's all you know. And maybe if we even call you to defend your certificate, you might not be able to because of the level of stupidity you present online. Don't be a fool and at the same time you come out accusing people. You came out with your full chest calling somebody a killer, and you cannot present us evidence to show where she murdered people, where they murdered people, and you want to claim that the person you're defending is an innocent soul. Oh, everybody fight for this lady that her name is Olufunke, whatever that person is. Oh, support her. She's just a blogger that was airing her opinion. If you're a person that you cannot differentiate between airing your opinion and you defaming someone and accusing someone for something, are you not the biggest idiot? If you're just coming in, you're welcome. I'm really fired up and I'm really pissed off right now. I'm really pissed off. These are the type of contents, those of you that have time to contact people that are concerned, this type of video is the type of video that Nancy needs to save. This type of video is the type of video that Cora needs to save. Right now that her video is still available full on YouTube. I don't know if she's on, she mentioned Facebook, so probably she was multi-streaming. I would describe the lady, most of you will know, I don't know her name. I know her name and I don't care. I don't like knowing the names of idiots. This is the type of videos that they need to save, because on that her video, she kept saying Nancy does not have a case. She does not have evidence. When you present such stupid video online, that is an evidence that will be presented in court against you, because throughout from the 18 minutes I watched this woman, not for once did she say allegedly, not for once did she make it look like she was not there when Nancy and the Obidi'S were murdering people. When you call somebody a killer with your full chest, the way you're saying it, that means you know beyond all reasonable doubt you can prove it when you go to court. Understand blogging. You're not a blogger. And if you're not a blogger, the best you could do is to just read about journalism a little bit. Try to understand a little bit about journalism. I'm not a journalist, but at least I know one or two. And if I want to know more, that's why we have social media. That's why we have smartphones to do research, study, and listen to people that have been to universities, people that have bagged several degrees on this this in journalism, and they can tell us what being an investigative journalist and every other thing we need to know. Likewise, if somebody have questions about medical related stuff and it has to do with my own part or someone, we can actually clear that. So for you to come online with your full chest, and this is the nonsense you have to say. The Obidi'S are killers, but you did not present the evidence of where, who did they kill, the name of the person that they murdered, and everything. Severally, you repeated this statement. Not for once did you say you don't have evidence to prove anything to show. Neither did you show anything that prove that the Obidi'S are what you're accusing them for. Did they invite you into their private matter? You call yourself a blogger, blog about what you know, blog about what is online, blog about what you have evidence for. Don't go blogging about nonsense. I repeat, those people that know how to draw the Obidi'S attention to stuff should draw their attention to this woman's video, so they go and download it and save it in the future, because this woman thinks that because she lives abroad, she cannot be sued. When Badejo, the lady Badejo that was a content creator, did her was talking about Apostle Johnson Suleiman, was she not sued? Didn't they go to court in the UK? Even though she won her case, but they were able to sue her. Pastor Johnson Suleiman, Apostle Johnson, sorry, he's Apostle Johnson Suleiman. I'm just giving this as an example. Apostle Johnson Suleiman is a pastor. He pastors in Nigeria. He might have other branches in other places in the world, but he pastors in Nigeria. But he was able to. So if you think that because you're in China, you're in Kafanchan, you will not be able to be sued because you're too far from where these people are, then you're being delusional. Okay, so our sound is good. I wanted to check our sound to make sure our sound is good, and then we'll get into this conversation. It is embarrassing to see people come out with their full chest, adult, full-grown women, married or divorced or whatever, but with grown children or little children or whatnot, and you have no sense. What are you going to teach to your children if you have no brain in that head of yours? One person did this thing, and not one, several of them. And for all these years, you people have continued to bash this family. You people went from Cora to Nancy, to Nancy's husband, and then to Cora's father. Did he bother you? Is he a content creator? If you want to make the excuse that, okay, Cora puts her life out there, you people make excuse of, oh, she wrote a book and she said she was licking the nyash of an old man. That was not what the book said. The book said she was asked to and she refused, and he wanted her to do it because she was a princess. She was from a royal family and she knew that she could not do something like that. And she didn't do it. But you people came out and twisted it around because people that didn't read the book will not will not understand. And you people continue to run with that wrong narrative, of which people that purchased Cora's book can still go to that chapter and screenshot that. And Cora herself can pick up her book, go on a live stream and read that. And when she takes you to court, she can hand over a copy to the judge and let the judge read for word to word. Where did she say that she was licking the nyash of an old man? You people just want to tarnish her image, make them look so bad. You people who called her a bad mother, leave the woman the heck alone. Because you people are able to do your things in secret and you're able to hide, does not mean that you are a saint, does not mean that you are innocent. Leave this family alone. You people dragged her, insulted her, did everything. If you're just coming in, you're welcome. Please like the live stream. We just have a quick chit chat here, and I just saw something that I felt we should discuss. We should talk about Nancy and Cora, if they ever really want to follow up, because sometimes you have to really set people as an example. And this woman with her full chest saying, "What happened to this Funke lady that they arrested, that Nancy allegedly arrested?" I'm saying allegedly because I've not heard Nancy mention it on her Facebook, but we know that yes, somebody was arrested. Okay, and if they want to pick up other people and use them as a scapegoat, they should do so, because over the years these people have continued to tarnish their image, and because they kept quiet, they just ignored, thought this will go away. Now they have moved it to their father, tarnishing their father's image, twisting killing of mosquito to mean something else. No, nobody in Nigeria will ever tell you that killing of mosquito meant what these people translated to Justin, that is what Justin. Look how these people led Justin to a deep hole that now his mansion he cannot maintain. He's moving out, he's going through a lot, and they are still calling him to come and give donations for somebody that is arrested, that he didn't send the person to go and say things. He said things by himself. If Cora wants to sue him at any point, that's between Cora and Justin. But you came out and you started running with the lies that Justin told you, that you know that there's no truth in those. And you call yourself, I've been to university, and I didn't go to the university for free. You know, go carry that your giant, or can you go sit down for one place? Welcome everyone. I really needed this rant because I'm so disappointed when I see women sit down and exhibit stupidity. It pisses me off. Because we're still talking about the case of Natasha and Senator Akpabio and all the whole nonsense that is going on, the oppression against women. And when I see set of women all in the name of content creating, acting like Boo Boo the Fool, it pisses me off. How do you not know that there is a thin line between you reacting to a content of a celebrity, a public figure, or whatnot, to you defaming that person? You coming out and saying, oh, Cora was a terrible person. I don't think Cora treated her husband right. I don't think Cora did this. I don't think Cora did that. The way Cora is dancing all the time, she opened her nyash. That is quite different from you insinuating that she treats her children bad. Nancy treats her children bad. Nancy's husband sleeps with Cora and her family, the Obidi'S. You clearly said it with your full chest, with your full mouth, that the Obidi'S are killers, the Obidi'S are murderers. And you repeated that throughout the 18 minutes that I watched your video. And I was waiting for where you present evidence and say so person was spied at so year by the Obidi'S. Give us one at least. Why you came out with your full chest calling the Obidi'S killers. Cora married a mischievous human being. Okay, so what? We now have to crucify her father that is not online, that did not say anything. That man has never even bashed Justin. Justin has said everything. Oh, they begged me. Oh, the father. All of them went on their knees. They did this. They did that. Did you see Cora's father coming online saying anything? How dare you accuse the man that if he had raised his child, oh, he raped Nancy's house help. People that knows Nancy needs to get Nancy and Cora to go download that woman's video and save it. So if eventually they decide in the future to take her also, because now they're dealing with one, maybe after they finish with this one that is talking now, that is beating her chest, that she's the Moses, the savior of the Israelites, the person that got the Israel out of captivity. I've jotted down everything she said for that 18 minutes, and I'm going to be reading it to you people. I don't want to play her video, so the idiot will not have any reason to smell in here when her fellow idiots goes to invite her, because they're always roaming like the devil, seeking for whom to devour, that they will end up devouring themselves, just as one is already held already. That she's screaming, thinking she's going to save. You're not going to save nothing. Saying that Nancy does not have evidence. Anybody needs that evidence to prove you people, the headless chickens. All the evidence is there online. All your videos are all there. Even this present one that I'm discussing that you just posted not long ago. This is the time that Nancy and Cora Obidi'S needs to go and download that video, because severally the Obidi'S family, she mentioned it with her full chest. She did not say allegedly. She did not say she thinks. She did not say she's suspecting. She did not say she heard it via gossip, but she does not know. She's not sure. No, she said it with her full chest that the Obidi'S are killers. Nancy Umeh is a murderer, and her family, they are murderers. So you download the videos, keep them. Then if you decide to sue her because she thinks she's abroad, she's far away from them. Like Nancy does not have a passport. Was she not the other day in the UK? Did we not see Nancy in the UK? Is that not she being in Europe? If Nancy is able to get to UK, do you think she cannot get to any other European country? Or if you're in the US, is Cora not in the US? She does not have a passport to travel around to find. Where do you people? Cora did not go to China. So if you like, go to China or go to Japan, go to North or South Korea, go to Russia. They will find you if they want. The insult to their father is too much. They are content creators. Their father is not. So you do not have the right to bring in the name of the man. Okay, if you feel like it's going to satisfy you by insulting their father, at least you could say, you did not train your children well. That's why this one is like this. That's why the other one is like this. One can understand that you're just being petty. But when you start accusing the man of RAP in Nancy's maid, because that's why Cora is wayward like him. Cora, the wayward pass you with that giant breast where you carry for chest like Oganigwe. Every day we just hear nonsense. At what point are you going to say, well, we overstepped our boundaries? Look, there is a thin line between hate and you creating content. And I see a lot of people doing this hate thing and they call it, I was just reacting. The same thing that the other guy was reacting to Davido's song and he was busy insulting. Davido should retire, go and start sewing dress. She starts making clothes. He should go and be a tailor. He was. I said, that's not a reaction. That's just you spewing hate, spewing nonsense. You don't condemn somebody's work just like that. What does music have to do with being a tailor? So I see a lot of content creators these days don't understand what content. Okay, you want to be this person that is giving basketballs. You want to be seen as the RAS content creator. You want to see as the content creator that grows very fast because you're fond of talking nonsense. Now, so what was this American blogger? Talking nonsense and lying with her full chest on YouTube got her to court with Cardi B, that she's still owing Cardi B till today. What's that lady's name again? Tasha K. Is that not what got Tasha K into trouble? Tasha K was bashing Cardi B, was bringing more views, and she kept talking and talking and talking. It kept getting worse and worse and worse. In Nigeria, they go say worse and worse. It got to the point where Cardi B, like, this is defamation. Like, this is no longer content creating. Had to sue her, and she won. And that's the same way when your Obidi'S will sue you people, they will win. Because this rubbish now, this video that you did, the whole nonsense you said from 1 till 18 minutes, that is you completely defaming the Obidi'S, calling them killers, calling them murderers, calling them rapists, calling them everything, the name out of the book, but you didn't present any evidence to us to prove that the Obidi'S did murder somebody. You did not give us any name and the year where somebody died and it was connected to the Obidi'S. You did not give us any evidence that proved that they've been convicted in court and that they are known murderers, but you're screaming it online for thousands of people that watch you. How dare you? And you call yourself somebody that's been to the university. Which university you go? Where you no get sense. You're trying to protect somebody that did something wrong. When will you people be able to say, okay, this person was wrong and I'm not going to support that BS? When? Let me get into this. Let me get into the things this lady was said. I said I was going to describe the lady before. If you're just coming in, you are welcome. Please like the live stream. Please, please, please give the live stream a thumbs up if you are just joining us. Okay, we have 7 people here and we have just 2 thumbs up. Please like the live stream and share. And those of you that are always good in getting into people's DM, y'all look for a way to send a message to the people that we're talking about. To Nancy, to Cora, I'm a content creator. I don't contact people for anything. I just come talk about my thing and I move. But this is a good video that they need to actually download and save. If in the future they decide to take this particular woman to court to prove where the Obidi'S were buying people or buying somebody and where Nancy was buying somebody, a lot was said on that video about their family, not just about Nancy and Cora, about their family. Because when you say the Obidi'S, then the other sister and the brother and every other Obidi is also involved. So when somebody defame your family like this, nobody will even mention my family. You never know anything. You never even know nothing. So if you're just coming, you're welcome. Let's quickly do this because very soon we're picking up the heat. So I said I was going to describe this person, and I've jotted down most of the things she said. For 18 minutes I watched, because a few minutes I started hearing the things this person was saying, and I'm like, who is this woman again? I thought Longman is the one that talks like this, but I didn't know that this person. Okay, so I noticed one thing about this particular content creator. Severally, she wears a scarf on her head. She ties her kele, headgear. She loves wearing headgear. She's chubby. She's light-skinned. She has a giant breast. You people, I believe by now you will know who I'm talking about. If you know her name, fine. I don't know. I didn't even bother looking at the name of the channel. YouTube suggested it to me. That's why I clicked to hear what the person had to say. And the person is screaming that they should fight for the lady that Nancy allegedly arrested. So I believe with this description, you people will know who I'm talking about. So I've jotted down words that came out from her mouth from 1 minute to 18 minutes into her video, because that's where I stopped watching. So I don't know what she said from 18 minutes to how long, or because I don't even know how lengthy that was, but I'm suspecting that was a live stream she did. A few minutes into her live stream, this lady said, I quote her, because as she was talking, I was writing it down. The Obidi'S are killers. So I wrote it and I wrote, the Obidi'S are killers, says a content creator. That's how I wrote it down. Next thing she said, we will not keep silent because the Obidi'S family attempted to murder Olufunke. She has first called them killers, and then she said they attempted to murder Olufunke. She didn't present any evidence that showed that the Olufunke, I'm hearing that that's the person that is arrested, that they said is locked up. I don't know that person also. I've never seen her content before. I don't know what kind of content she does. I know that she does content about it, but I don't know how she sounds. I don't know if she's as bitter as Longmouth and this one. And throughout all of this statement that she had made, I wrote here and I said she didn't present any evidence, because I was waiting after she said the Obidi'S are killers. And then she continued and said, we will not be silent because the Obidi family tried to, attempted, to use the word attempted to murder Olufunke. And I was waiting for evidence she didn't present. She went further to say that this is why I declare the Obidi'S family a terrorist family. So she declared the Obidi'S family a terrorist family. Do you know what it means to be terrorist? We all know the definition. If you're still confused about definition, after you listen to this live stream, go to Google and type in what is the full meaning of terrorist. And you will know what terrorist is, a terrorist organization, a terrorist family, and things like that. So you get to understand. But when I say terrorist, we know what terrorist is, okay? So this woman said that she has declared the Obidi'S family to be a terrorist family. Still on still, evidence she did not present. We didn't see any evidence that she presented. This is why all the ranting, you people heard me ranting from the beginning, was from this. If you're going to come out with your full chest calling people killers, murderers, and everything, you should present evidence so we follow along with what you're selling, trying to sell to us. Just because you're trying to get somebody out of jail does not mean you have to go and cause more problems for yourself. So this is a beautiful video for the Obidi'S to download and have it somewhere saved in the archive, in case in the future, if they get to the country where this woman is based, if they decide to press charges against her, this will be a fantastic video to play in court for the judges and everybody to hear, so she can come and explain and bring us those evidence of where the Obidi'S family were buying people, right? And how they are a terrorist family, because now she has declared them a terrorist family. Those are followers that were listening to her. They will carry those kind of conversation to wherever they see people streaming. You know, they're always jumping around like the devil, seeking for whom to devour, wandering around like vagabonds. They will go there now, start dropping those nonsense comments that the Obidi'S families are terrorists. So it came from this woman. She declared the Obidi'S family as terrorists. Then she continued after she said, that is why I declared the Obidi'S family as a terrorist family. She continued and she said, they planned to murder this girl, which is the lady that is in custody. She continued. Let me see. Where's the next one? Okay. She said, they tortured this girl. And she put the lady's name, but I don't want to continue saying her name, right? She said, they tortured this girl. They tortured her. They wanted to murder her. And she said, and then she continued and said, these are the person's words that the person said on her video. As she was talking, I was jotting some of the things she was saying from her mouth, because she was talking a lot, just ranting and spewing rubbish. She said, why did I tell Justin not to go to Nigeria? If you ever, she said, if you ever like your life, don't allow them to take your children to Nigeria. That she told Justin to never ever go to Nigeria. If he goes to Nigeria, he will not like what will happen to him, and he should not allow them. So that's Obidi'S family, Cora and her family. Justin should not allow them to take the children to Nigeria, his children, not their children, not the children of Cora and Justin, but Justin's children. That she advised Justin to never ever step foot in Nigeria, and Justin should never ever allow them, which is Cora and her family, to ever take those children to Nigeria. Both of them have equal rights because they are both parents to those kids. So Cora has the right to take her children to Nigeria if she wants to. And Cora will not be the first woman that is married to a Caucasian that took her children to Nigeria and visited family and returned back to base, wherever she's based, in America, Europe, Asia, name it. So for these people to continually scare Justin, who cares? If Justin flies into Nigeria today, nobody will even know that he arrived. Nobody. Really, 220 million people were concerned about one insignificant human being that just stepped into the country. Are you serious? People don't have anything else to do. People are just watching the airport to see if Justin is going to, like, how delusional these supporters of his are. What are you scaring them? Nobody cares. Nobody gives a damn. Nobody gives a hoot. If he's coming, he's not coming. If he's going, he's not going. Nothing happens to his children. Those are Korah's children. So they are also princesses from Delta State. they have the right to visit their motherland. That's where their mother is from. But this person said that. And she continued. She said they are treating their children very bad in America. So Cora, invariably Cora she's referring to, because who else has the kids in America? Cora, right? Because Nancy is in Nigeria with her kids. I don't know where Cora's other sister is based, but it seems Cora's brother is in Canada also. So Cora is the one that is in the US. So she said they are treating their children bad in America. So she said they should imagine the way how bad the children are being treated in America. That is it when they take the children to Nigeria that it will not get worse. Now, all Cora is doing is was. All Cora is doing is you know, dancing and licking old man's nyash. Cora is under a curse, not just a normal curse. She's cursed by the gods, you know, by the deities. If you are an African, you understand when somebody say you're cursed by the gods, you know what we're talking about. You're cursed by the deities, that she's cursed and she carries that curse. And because Justin shares blood with her because they were married together and things like that, he's also suffering from it. She continued. She said, some people have been sending me messages. Now, before she said this word here, somebody had come in, spoken about these days, a lot of women want to get married to rich people, you know, wealthy people, but what do they have to offer? And she immediately tackled that person and said, don't even come here with that. If women, young women these days, young ladies are looking to get married to wealthy men, let them go ahead. Because a lot of women have really started from scratch. And she said, including herself, that she started from scratch with a man and she was betrayed. And she used May Edoche as an example, stating that May Edoche was the woman that started from scratch with you, Ledoche, and what happened? You, when they started making it, you ended up having a side chick that now became a second wife, and she was just giving instances and saying she herself, she won't even stoop low. And if anybody is coming for her to marry her, then the person needs to have money, the person needs to be rich because she, you know, she can take care of herself. She's not making money from this content creating, that the money she makes online that people keeps yapping, that it's not enough to pay her 1 month house rent. So she's not making any money. So that led to this ranting in between here that made her make this statement, this comment here, that she said, some people have been sending me messages. I don't talk to people for free anymore. So she said people are trying to contact her. She's just been hyping herself. That's one thing I noticed. She's also very angry with, I think, some of the people from their camp, from the things she's saying. Okay, she didn't name names, she didn't go direct, but if you read in between the line, something she said people were saying that she's trying to take all the glory, that she was the one that came out and screamed, she was the one that came out and gave out numbers that people should keep calling the 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 police station where the lady was being held in Nigeria, and she was the one contacting all the activists. And throughout this her live stream, she kept screaming the very dark man's name. That's one person that has turned himself into a nuisance now, that he's no longer doing what he was supposed to do. But anyways, she said people should keep calling on all the activists in Nigeria. They should go stand for this Olufunke lady, that the Obidi'S are just trying to intimidate and murder the lady. And she kept giving instant. The only example this lady was giving is an example of a case that she's claimed the very dark man spoke about. I didn't see that video. Maybe I missed that video of the very dark man. She said the very dark man had talked about somebody that was died, or the person died in December, but they are alleging that the person died in police custody and it's the police that is responsible. And she kept screaming that organ harvesting happened, and that's how the police people bought cars and fed their family for Christmas. A whole lot of things she was saying, that it was because the family didn't scream. Immediately their family member was arrested by the police, and then if not that she came out, as she started giving herself accolades, as in a serious agama lizard that would jump up from up down and be nodding the head. You know, lizards will always do that, nodding their head all the time. Like, if nobody will praise me, I will praise myself. That's exactly what this woman is, just nodding her head and praising herself. So she said, if not that she came out early to start screaming for the Olufunke, that ouch, that if not that she came out early to start screaming for this Olufunke lady, that a lot of people, nobody would have known what would have happened, and the plans of the Obidi'S to murder and Nancy to kill this lady would have succeeded because it would have been too late. The same way this man that was killed in the police station, and they claimed that he hung himself, but then they harvested organ. That if anybody tried that nonsense with her, if she was the family member of that man, they will go and exhume the man's body, take the man for autopsy to see all the organs that are missing, and all those police people will be brought to book. That they don't even know who she is. They are messing with her. That she's been calling on all the activists in Nigeria, and they will see what will happen to Nancy and this person, that they don't have a case. And Nancy don't have a case, but Nancy did not dare to tell her Koreans and those supporters of hers that she does not have a case, you know. So this lady just kept ranting. Okay, but that's not even the main thing for Ross here. But I just wanted, because I'm reading this thing. So she said from now onward, she said she was not doing it for the money, she was just doing it. But now she's saying she will start charging anybody that wants. And I'm like, what do you even know? Which advice you won't give person? What person won't pay you for? Just because you come online, they shout, say you don't go university, no mean say you get any sense. But anyways, that's what she's saying, that she's been to the university, she paid for university, so she will not be giving advice for free. Anybody that is going to take advice from this kind of person that don't have brain, I beg you, God, I beg you, please look for advice somewhere else, because this woman has no sense from the kind of things that came out from her mouth. Now let's continue. Then after she did this ranting, talking about not giving advice and things for free, I don't know which expertise she get, but anyway, she continued. The next thing she said, they plan to murder her. They have tortured her. So now this is her still insisting that the Obidi'S family planned to murder this lady that is allegedly arrested by Nancy, and that they planned to murder her. Like, these are the words as this woman is talking, just as you're listening to me now as I'm talking. If you want to jot down things I'm saying, you can do, you know, you're able to. That's what I did. As this woman was talking, as I was listening to her video here on YouTube, I was jotting down some of the things she was saying, because I wanted to really react to this end point, because she's trying to convince people that they should help this woman out of detention. But she's trying to claim that Nancy is the evil person here. The Obidi'S family is the bad one, because people are bloggers, and that when you put something online, people are able to react to it. That this woman, the only thing the woman did was create content. That Nancy does not have anything to hold against this woman. That Nancy has been to court and there's no evidence. There is nothing. Nancy does not have any evidence to hold against this woman, but Nancy does not want to come out to state it, you know. So I'm looking at this woman and I'm saying, you are saying Nancy don't have evidence. They don't have evidence. But you are out here screaming that your Obidi'S are killers, your Obidi'S are murderers. Nancy is a murderer. They planned to murder this lady. That is a very huge allegation you're leveling against the Obidi'S and Nancy. Because sometimes she will mention Nancy's name. Sometimes she will mention the Obidi'S. One of all the same, because Nancy is part of the Obidi'S, even though she's now married and she bears Umeh. Now, you're stating that they plan to murder the lady. Did this lady defame them, or the lady did not? People that listen to this woman's content, people that have followed her content, I've not watched that woman's content. I don't know anything about the woman's content, so I can't say what people have said. The woman did say things just the way this one is saying now. So you're trying to prove that this woman you're defending is innocent, but you are doing the same thing. This is not content creating. These things I'm reading to you people is not reacting. If you wanted to call Cora and Ashewo, call Nancy name and this and that, we can understand that you're being petty. But when you start accusing somebody of a crime that the person have not committed, you're overstepping that's no longer journalism. You will be sued for defamation, because you have to come and prove where you saw the person unaliving somebody. But anyway, she said they planned to murder her. They have tortured her. Now she keeps talking about torture. Is that the words of the lady that was held, that they tortured her? And did she present evidence where Nancy told the police or paid because that's what she's alleging, that Nancy paid the arrest that was did was illegal. Nancy paid the police to get the lady arrested and things like that. And my question is, do you have evidence? Did this woman present evidence to you that she was tortured? That they cannot take the court. Why is Nancy not taking the case to court? Why is Nancy not? Look. Okay. Let me just read all the things that this woman said to you people when we round up. I want this live stream to be as short as possible so people that are coming in can watch, listen to everything. And those that know how to contact Nancy and Cora, they should go and download that video. If in the future they decide to push anything against that woman, they will at least have this video where she said all of what she said. Right. And the good thing is she said it in the beginning of the video. She started from the beginning of the video to call their family murderers, call them killers. So they don't even watch, you don't even watch too far. From the beginning, you start watching until you watch into 18 minutes, you would have heard all these things that I mentioned here. So if you want to hear more, you have to watch beyond 18 minutes because I just couldn't deal anymore. I stopped at 18 minutes into her video. So she said, they have tortured her. She said, Nancy arrested the lady and Nancy went on her way trying to do the same thing that happened to the other person. She now used that same person that she used as an example that said died in the hands of police and police harvested the person's organ. That's the same thing that Nancy wanted to do with this lady. Arrested this lady and just went her way, went on social media to be creating content with a surrogate baby while she left this woman to wallow away in a dark corner with no food, no water, no anything. She want to push, she has to pull there, she want to pee, she has to pee there and everything. You know, that if she did not start screaming and everything, and then the police got scared because people were now calling from all over the world because this woman somehow delusionally thinks that she's the president of the whole world, that she's able to connect everybody immediately to start calling. But anyway, she said yes, that when she was doing that, that's when the police now started calling Nancy, telling Nancy that people are calling them from all over the world. They now switch up their phone and call Nancy to come and either press charges or do something, or else they have to let the woman go. That Nancy is in trouble now. But Nancy will not come out and tell her supporters. You know, so she said Nancy's on there doing surrogate online. Okay, she's creating content with a surrogate baby online. And then she finished this sentence off with, these are killers. They are killers. Okay, after she said Nancy is creating content online with a surrogate baby, she said, these people are killers. They are killers. And she continued, and let me see. Okay, she now said, the next thing she said was, somebody help me to, because I wrote this down on this thing, not on a plain paper. So some things are obstructed. I'm trying to see. Okay. So here she said, somebody help me to boo Nancy. Boo Nancy. And she started screaming, boo, boo. When I say people, they're delusional, I'm like, this is a joke. If you're just joining, you are welcome. We are reacting to a content creator that thinks she's trying to help another content creator, but at the same time, she's committing the same crime that that person is being arrested for. So tomorrow now, when you people hear that this one is arrested also and being charged to court, you people should not be surprised, because this is not content creating anymore. When you're accusing somebody of all these strong things, unaliving somebody is not something to joke with. That's something that you need to pay for your crimes. So if you really know that you'll be, in fact, even you, Seth, you will have to receive your punishment, because if you were there where somebody's been unalived and they said don't say anything and you cover up, you will be held as accessory to for all helping to cover up. So for the fact that you know, because this woman said with her full chest, she did not say allegedly, she did not say I heard it from the streets, she said with her full chest that the Obidi'S are killers. So if you know that they've spied and unalived somebody, and you too, you didn't call the police to draw their attention to, after they finish charging the Obidi'S, they're going to charge you too. So if the Obidi'S charge you to court to go and prove where you saw them buying somebody and you are not able to prove, there's also a punishment for that. So it's going to be from after this lady in Nigeria, maybe you will be the next. So she said, somebody boo Nancy, somebody boo Nancy. You are a killer, you know. And she, mentioning Nancy's name and directing the comment to Nancy, said, you are a killer. You are a killer. She said that twice. She said, you are a killer. Nancy is a killer. She said, let me see. She said, and then after she made that statement, the next statement she made was, you came out to kill your fellow human being because she spoke her opinion. You see how twisted these people are. Welcome, Laura Lee. Welcome. Good morning. Good morning to you. I said, let me come in and react quickly to this before it's pick up time in school, because if it's pick up time, by the time I have to make lunch and things like that, and I'll not be able to deliver this now. And we also have training today. later on in the day. So I have full practice. Let me quickly use the few this thing. I think I have up to, I think I have, let me see. I think I have 15 minutes more. So I said, let me quickly come in. So we've been here for 44 minutes. Welcome, 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 welcome. How are you? It's 6 a.m. over there. I guessed as much because I know that most of my people, their time zone and my time zone is quite different. So most times when I do the live stream, you hear me saying most of my people will watch later on. But I hope that I will be able to somehow find the time. I would. I believe the time will come where I'll be able to balance it out. You know, I'll be able to balance it out where I'll be able to come live when you know the my people will be fully up. So how are you doing? How are you, Laura Lee Cooper? How are you doing? 6 a.m. Wow, thank you so much for joining. I just stumbled across this. I was supposed to be on the other channel discussing something else, and I've not been posting so much here because of an issue with YouTube. So I'm waiting to sort that out properly. Then you people will see more content from me here. And like I said, we will cover a lot about Cora and JD and things like that here. But while I was surfing for the other content, which has now gone global, something that happened in Nigeria, the House of Senate, it's gone global. So we're reporting about it. And then this just popped on my face. And I said, wait, let me quickly come in here and drop this one here because before somebody will go and advise that lady and tell her that the things that she said are things that will get her into trouble if she does not have evidence to prove, before she deletes that, I hope somebody gets Nancy or Cora's Obidi'S attention to that woman's video so they go download it, because that will help them in the future if they need it. I'm great. About to decorate some cupcake. Oh, you're making cupcakes. Wow. That's good. That's good. Nice. Ooh, cupcakes. Good. My little one is not here to hear cupcakes. She's been screaming cupcakes since yesterday. I'm glad she's in school now, or else immediately I said cupcake now, she would have just asked, where is the cupcake? Oh, God. Yeah. So she said you came out you came out to kill your fellow human being because she spoke her opinion. Trust me, from the people that heard that woman's video were able to tell us that that woman did not just come out to speak her opinion. I've given you people what example of what an opinion would be. Okay, take for instance the this story where they are saying, oh, what Cora wrote in her book, where she said that old man wanted her to, do that nasty stuff, and she ended up not doing it. You could actually dive in and analyze that properly, but instead, what did they do? They twisted it and said she did it. Somebody wrote in her book, said she was asked to do this thing. She didn't have to even write it, but she was being open and honest that way. And people are different, right? There are people that will not dare to speak about something like that, but Cora dared to speak about it. It's her truth. You come out after reading the book, now you're twisting something that is printed in hard copy and soft copy that people can refer to at any point in time. You're saying she did it. That is you tarnishing the person's image. That is you no longer reacting. Because you could say the truth. They say, speak the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So this other woman also that they arrested, that is in police custody allegedly, had said things to defame either Nancy's father, Cora, and the family. Hence, they picked her up to come and prove her case now. They're just picking you up. Madam, come and prove where those things you said happened. And then you that you're coming out as an advocate for somebody that did something wrong, you are even doing worse than what that person must have done by calling the Obidi'S murderers. By alleging that Cora's dad RAPE Nancy's house help, by alleging that Nancy's husband slept with Nancy's sister, Cora, by alleging that Nancy is a killer. Nancy tries to kill this lady. So is that the massive woman? She has already been reported tonight. The one with a huge breast. Women, please look. I just want to describe her to the tits. Okay, like she's got some huge titties and she's always scarfing her head. I really don't even know her name and I don't care. Seriously, like I don't even want to know the name of a delusional person like that. Talking about Korah is cursed. Korah is cursed by the gods. That's another thing too that Korah needs to get us to come and prove. What shrine did you go to in Nigeria, or which deity did you consult? Is it Shango? Is it Amadionha? Which one told you that they had cursed Korah? That's why she's behaving. And open to the extent that she's bringing in the children. That, oh, that's why I told Justin to take the. You see how shameless some women can be. How dare you even want to think in your brain that somebody else's children are cursed? How? But yes, I told Justin to take the children to church so they can anoint. She even mentioned winners. Winners people don't hear win. Do you understand that she even said they should go to church and get anointing oil to anoint those children, or else the children will be wayward like their mother. The kind of things these women that have children say. So she's a liar. Her own children too are liars. You have your own kids, you just hide your own kids and you're bashing, using bad words to describe somebody else's children. Now, wow. Laura Lee said if it's the massive woman, she has already been reported to Nigerian police because in the live, she also threatened the police. They were giving her video. Seriously, she's doing too much. Defend who you want to defend. And she says, Korah's followers, all these people supporting Korah, they will not ever say the truth. They will not ever this. Somebody had said something. I think it was a comment, and I don't know if it was her or another person that read out this comment. And the person said, why don't you people do the same to Korah, people that are blogging about Korah, that are supporting Korah and Nancy? You don't have anything to charge them because they all have sense. The ones I have seen, the people that are speaking the truth that you call Korah's people. There's nothing you can charge them with because we're reporting if we're talking about Justin, we're quoting Justin, what he said with his own mouth, how he contradicted himself severally. So who you they charge to go which court? His videos will be what they will use as evidence to prove that what you said is what he had said, and he had said something else before, and he came back and said something else later on. You just pointed out. That is the difference between you coming out and calling somebody a mother. But they don't get it, do they? They don't. Let me see the last thing I jotted down because I only watched her for 18 minutes and I was out of there. I was out of there. So the last thing she said, so the last thing she did was praising herself. 18 minutes, beyond 18 minutes, I don't know what else she said. She said, if I did not use my platform to scream, they would have killed her. Since when calling somebody to come and answer to a crime they have committed against another person is trying to unalive the person? People that saw that woman's video said she did say things the same way they said Longman. As for Longman's own, it's not even they said, because I heard it with my own ears. I saw her videos where she was screaming Korah's father's name, Anthony, come here. Anthony, I said, when did we as Africans, as Black people, people of color in general, when did we get to the level of being so disrespectful? We're taught to be very respectful to our elders. We don't call our elders by name. A title must be added. Sir, ma'am, Mr. In fact, even to you can it's later, like this modern now millennium, after millennium, and what I don't know what they call these people after millennium. Those are the people that I can call you Mr. John. In those days, who are you to call somebody Mr.? Everybody is auntie, everybody is uncle, related or not related, because their names you cannot say. Older people, everybody is grandma, everybody is grandpa. You don't dare call people by their name. Even with greetings as Africans, you must bow to greet. So to see Longmouth sit down on a live stream screaming Anthony, Anthony, like she was talking to her child, I couldn't believe my eyes, and the kind of things that she was also alleging. So I'm thinking, if Longmouth could say those things, then possible that people that watch this other woman that is being held now in custody, She too must have said things. Because what? Nancy and Cora, they're not delusional to just pick up somebody just like that. They had warned. They just didn't come out and did it. They warned. They said, talking bad about our father will not be tolerated. I have 5 minutes to go. Pick up time. you know, I'm already dressed, so I'll just dash out of the house. So it baffles me to see that people would behave this way. Anyway, we've been here for 54 minutes. I've read to you people what I heard this woman say for 18 minutes that I watched. If you have the time, you want to hear more, you can go and watch from 18 minutes beyond in her video. If you already know her name, then you just have to type it in on YouTube and you go watch for yourself and hear the nonsense that this woman is spewing. Why I want to do this video tomorrow when she will be arrested, if the Obidi'S do pick her up, somebody else will come out online to start screaming for her help, or she will be able to cry out just before she's being picked up. Nobody should feel sorry, because now that she's screaming and calling them murderers, rapists, and this and that, she doesn't know that she's defaming them. She does not have proof, because she did not present any proof on that live stream throughout. That she just sat down there with her big head and she was screaming. Not only big head, with her Oganigwe too, just screaming, but did not present any evidence that proved that these people were guilty of what she was accusing them of. They are still running helter-skelter with their GoFundMe. I don't even know how they're going to succeed in with that, their GoFundMe and whatnot. But let me leave this. Let me not allow this live stream to get to 1 hour so people will be able to come in and watch the replay. I will see you all later. Like I said, try to sort out what I have to sort out. God willing, if I can able to sort it in more videos, you will see here. I know you people love the gist. You love to know the drama going on concerning or relating to JD, KO, and Nancy and all of that. So I will try to bring more content like that. So thank you all so very much. Off I go. It's pick up time. All right. So I'll see you all much later. Bye for now.